Hey, Shalom, O praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Hashem Kakadash. That one's the apostle and the elders, GreatMillStone, man. And Shalom to the brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. So, brother, I'm one from the GMS London camp. Got this article in The Guardian, and I was just thinking, I was like, it's funny because Esau's, basically like, Esau, you know, the so-called Jew, you know, basically has you know, has rule over the media, man. They have rule over the media, and they pretty much can you know, can push out whatever kind of vibrations they so desire, man. So it's like the wicked elites basically have you know, they've got you know, they push out. It's like a lot of these fucking stupid newspapers, man, that will be pushing out what you can see. It's just the demonic agendas of the elite, man. And it's funny because, you know, this women in science thing, you know, women in science thing is just completely, you know, that is just a demonic agenda. Because the thing is it's funny. I was reading this, and it says like, okay, so this is on The Guardian. It says female scientists launch campaign to debunk gender facts. And it says plan to get book into every UK school to help encourage girls to overcome structural barriers. And it says two scientists have launched a campaign to get a copy of a book that debunks accepted scientific facts about women into every state school. The physicist Jess Wade, best known as chief troublemaker at Imperial College, and Claire Murray, a chemist and beamline scientist at a UK synchrotron, are raising funds to buy copies of Inferior: How Women Got How Science Got Women Wrong, and a new science that's rewriting the story by Angela Saini. The actor Daniel Radcliffe has described it as one of his favourite books. Why the fuck was that tacked on there? Come on, man. It says the pair are hoping to raise 15 grand via crowdfunding campaign in an effort to encourage more girls and young women to educate themselves about the structural barriers they face and how to overcome them. Bruv, that is just the witchcraft. What in the fuck, bruv? Now I'm going to scroll down to the actual... The thing is this. Okay. The pair point out that young women make up only a fifth of physics A-level students, a quarter of undergraduate students, and a tenth of physics professors. This isn't because of ability. Girls underperform boys at GCSE and A-level, or enthusiasm, but because we exist in a world that tells children that girls and boys are good at different things. That's just complete, I mean, well, that's true. That's just reality. Girls and boys are good at different things. It says, we meet too many girls who, despite being brilliant, are not confident and are unsure of their own potential to become scientists. Bruv, that is like 1 in 90, or not 1 in 9,725, bro. That is, you know, it's not fucking it's and the thing is, that's just bullshit, bro. What the hell even you wait? Because the thing is, when you actually get down to the statistics, oh, you know what? I'm on the wrong page. I think it's this one. So on this one, the actual statistics, yeah. Okay. The 9% is not a laugh. Okay, yeah. It says in the UK, the percentage of female A-level physics students has stagnated about 21% for the past decade. So, bruv, you know, what the fuck are girls wanting? The thing is, as well, as I remember physics. After when I went to I did my GCSE, I did technology. Then it was like when I went to college, I wanted to continue to do like technology. Said, oh, okay, do physics. It's like the closest thing you can get. Then I didn't. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? That's what I'm sure there's a lot of guys there that might have just been doing that shit just because they wanted like something more practical. And the thing is like, with the whole school system anyway, bruv, that is just basically tailored for the way that girls learn anyway, man. So it's just like, it's a hot mess, man. And the thing is women are fucking, women are more, bruv, they're followers, man. That's why they'll go into a school system and they'll grind out. They can learn. Okay, they can memorize a bunch of facts, but that doesn't mean that that's where their skills lie. Because women were made with an express purpose, man. Esau's basically just tipping everything upside down, putting everything into confusion. It says, for the past decade, and for computing proportion of A-level students who are female is just 10%. That's because that shit's hard as well. I know if you, bruv, it's like a lot of girls that go into like, they'll go into IT because I don't know. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Oh yeah, IT, bruv. They last like 1 year and then they switch over to something else, man. Because they're like, you know what, this isn't for me. Because they realize like they don't actually want to have to work hard or you know, or actually have to deal with that kind of a technical thing. The vast majority of them anyway. It says in Britain, fewer than 9% of professional engineers are women, a figure that is amongst the worst globally and has not increased in the past decade. Bro, so what the fuck? Okay, well, you know what has increased in the last decade, man? The amount of fucking women on social media, man. The amount of women that tune in to fucking, into, what do you call it, man? Reality TV shows and all that bullshit. That's, you know, these are the kinds of things that the women are getting it, you know. Women are simple, man. Don't want to think about goddamn fucking engineering, bruv. A figure that is among the worst globally and which has not increased in the past decade. A recent study suggests it will take 258 years to close the gender gap in physics. I'm like, the thing is like, all that is that is just a hot mess of confusion. Because the thing is she's wearing a top saying inferior. And what you don't realize is that God made you inferior. Because you are just a completely different, you have a completely different purpose on the planet Earth, man. You ain't meant to be going around breaking down no goddamn astrophysics. Isaiah 29, you know what? And 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works were in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us? That's what these elites are doing, man. Because the thing is, these elites are basically pushing out these different vibrations. And this is ultimately, they're just pushing this out. This is the bring confusion to a boil out here, man. Because they're about Order Ab Chaos, man. And Novus Ordo Seclorum, man. They're basically about the new order of the ages, man. Because the thing is they're basically multiplying confusion, so then they can bring it to such a boil that then people will be begging for order to come out of it, man. That problem, reaction, solution. That's what these guys are getting down with. So, you know, it's not, but it's and these women are fucking stupid because they've just eaten a hook, line, and sinker. There's certain kinds of women that, you know, they realize, you know what. And the thing is that the vast majority of them are not in the West, man. You'll kind of go into the third world. You go into different kind of communities, and they'll just be like, you know, women are just kind of, you know, they've got a different role. You know, they're you know, house focused, family focused, and that meant to be supporting the man, this that. But it's only out here in the West, everyone's fucking losing their marbles and thinking, yeah, women, you know, what the fuck what the hell would you want your wife being a fucking astrophysicist for? Trying to break down some bullshit theory by some old dead white guy, man. Give me a break. That's confusion, man. It says, surely your turning the things upside down shall be esteemed as the pot's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Yeah, so it's like Esau's basically turned all things upside down, man. Because for women to be thinking, yes, I need to do science, that is just confusion, man. What the fuck does some bitch need to be getting science for? You know, and this is all about the agenda of the elite. This is you know, it's not about the elites. And the thing is look at how the elites roll. Where are the women up there, you know, at the top? being the top dons, giving the commands. You know, that is just not even a thing that happens. These guys know it's and the inheritance goes through the men as well. They know exactly how it runs, man. They know the truth to a certain. They know basically the truth of the Bible to a certain extent. They've got understanding on certain things. So they know about reincarnation, they know about keeping the men, and they're basically that, you know, women are just not even that important. Obviously, they have certain women in certain roles, but it's they know it's a thing where the men are the chief cornerstone, man, and that's the same in script. That's what the Bible says, man. Come on, man. He's what do you call it? You know, all this women vibration. That is just for confusion. So it ain't nothing else other than that, man. But yeah, I'll leave it there, man. So praise Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Hashem V'Kakadash, man. Shalom.